Good morning. This is the first group. These are the group names. We are going to talk about rape. What we are going to touch on four, let me call them subtopics. And I'm going to start with what is rape. According to our knowledge, rape is, or according to how we know of rape is when another person wants to have sexual intercourse or sexual relations with another person against his or her will. That is rape. And the act when you do rape, that act of raping, the one who has raped the other person, the person who is being raped, the act of raping is a denial and violation of the rights of the victim. Not the victim is the one who is being raped. And in our society today, raping majorly occurs among the youth. Yes, but it's not only the youth that do raping. Now there is a story there that talks about raping. If you can open to that one, we are not going to read the story. I'm just going to explain to you how the story goes. So the story is about two gangs, two attacks, and one woman. This one woman is aged 23 years of age, and her name is Melissa Musao. Now Melissa Musao, she had, after her finishing her school, she went and she finished her studies, and then she got employed at a well-paying job at a salon. Now, normally, how the youths do, enjoying spending leisure time with their friends. And one day, Melissa Musao, she went to enjoy herself with her friends, and she was mostly accompanied by her boyfriend. And she was thinking of starting a family with her boyfriend because the job she had got was well paying. And one day, as she was coming back from enjoying herself with her friends, she was sitting by herself somewhere, let's say like at a park, seated on a bench. I didn't get the story clearly, but it's like she was waiting for somebody. And then some few men came and got her by force. And they forcefully took her and went and kept her in their car. And they drove around the city for some time, asking her who she was, if she had any money. She had money, but she had not kept the money in her purse. She had well hid the money in her pocket, some 8,000 shillings, which she was going to pay a house rent. The men, they searched for the money, but they didn't find any money. So after driving around the city, they just decided to leave her alone. So they went and dumped her like some few meters from her house. When she was dumped, she just got up and thanked God that she was not hurt. As she was thinking of heading to her house, before you reach to her house, there is a dark alley. And along that dark alley, there were some other men. Now, the second gang that we are talking about. The second gang came, attacked her, and the scene where this attack was happening, it was just near a church. It was around midnight there. And so in the church, there was a Kesha which was going on. So they went, they searched for the money again on the second gun. They searched for the money in her purse, they didn't find any. One of them searched in her pockets, and he found the 8,000 shillings. So as he was pulling the 8,000 from the pocket, her trouser, he ripped her trouser. So the second man came, raped her. Now the girl was even wondering if the men were feeling ashamed of doing such an act just beside a church, and there were people praying. There was a kesha which was being conducted there. She was asking herself such questions. After the second man now came, there were 4 men. The second man came, raped her. As the other two, the second man finished. Now, when the other two were coming, a car approached the scene. So they ran away. But she was able to recognize one of the men. Yes, and after that, we finished the story for yourself. She was psychologically challenged, and she was very hurt because as they were trying to pull the money from her, they were kicking her and giving her blows and sort of things. And so, when you read the next page, you come to realize that this rape, it is not that it might be somebody's option to rape the other person, but at times it's not your option. The other person might be the one who is tempting you to do such an act, or it is your sexual desires that you are not able to control, or you don't have some of these, let's say, like these things that you are taught here, like self-control, patience. You are not able to wait until your time is right so that you can do such an act. Yes, and nowadays, according to the law, anybody who rapes a girl, or mostly girls who are 14 years and below, you are charged, you are sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. And any girl who is 14 years and above, you are sentenced to 10 years in prison. So I may urge you not to ever find yourself in such an act, because it is bad for you and for the victim also. It may be challenging. Then let me come the second number of the proof.
So you see, I have the protective measures that can be taken against rape. And normally, rape happens to girls and women. So these are the measures that they should take to curb rape. So first, they should make sure that all doors and windows have deadbolt locks and use them when in the house. They should make sure that their security is tight. When mostly they are alone at home, when they live alone, they should make sure that whenever they enter the house, the house is well locked. And they should install a peephole in the door. From mlango there's that hole that when somebody knocks, you peep through, and when they are in the other side of the door, you can recognize them. But if the other side is well lit, with good lights and it's visible, so there you can recognize who's on the other side. And you should never open the door to strangers, even if the reason given seems legitimate. So they should be sure who they are opening their doors to. And if they are dropped at home, that is the girls, they should ask the driver to wait and see that they get safely inside before the driver drives off. So this one mostly when they feel insecure, they should look for company. So yeah, this time they'll use the driver, for instance. So they should check for the identification of any salesperson. So here about the strangers and checking the identity of the person, we have to be sure that the person out there has a legitimate reason of being there. That's why they'll have to check for the identity of the person. And if by any chance here it's written, if you come home and see a window or a door open or broken, don't go in. This one is to the girls. They should not go in because danger may be there. So the next measure that they should check is call the authorities with whatever they're going to call the phones suggest. And they should have keys ready before reaching home, their cars or office. If they think they're being followed, they should have a plan B. If they think that this place is going to be safe for them and they're on this street, they should be ready to take cover for their protection. So that one is when they are at home. So when they are walking, they should avoid walking in isolated or badly lit lanes or paths. They should be cautious on where they are walking. And it's written that if they notice that someone's following them, they should cross the streets, walk quickly, and make as much noise as to attract attention or pass aside, so that nothing can happen to them. Then they should carry a whistle to scare potential attackers away.
Wait, just a moment, wait. They are coming.
Oh, they should carry a whistle to scare potential attackers. This whistle is a signal. We should use it to scare away attackers and draw attention of the public. Yes. And scream red. They should keep their distance and never allow anyone to intrude their personal space, because that area of the safe distance will make them secure. So when they are driving, they should make sure that they park in well lit and they should lock themselves. And what women should do when after the act of rape is that you have sisters and you have friends who can go under this. So you should advise them that they should ensure that they are personally safe by going to safe places. And if you can keep company of them, that will be safe for them. And they should not, immediately after the act, they should not shower or destroy the clothes. Or they should actually wrap them in newspapers, not in nylon paper. That is immediately after the rape incident. And then they should report the matter to the nearest police station for investigations. And it's very important to seek counseling because many of the girls go through trauma. They are psychologically disturbed. So they should go for counseling and they should seek legal advice from maybe experienced people, and they should seek medical assistance within 72 hours. That is my presentation.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the other one is the benefit of the rape. First, rape victims have a serious physical injury. So
You can just talk about the ones that you remember. You don't have to keep on looking the way you usually look. Just explain the ones that you remember.
the first one,
Mm.
the rape victim suffered serious injury. So when a girl congregates, she may suffer for HIV and STI. So the other one is rape may result in abridgment which may complicate matters. So even rape can lead to self-pity, depression, and sometimes suicide. So when a girl is being raped, she can able to make suicide on herself. That is, rape can lead to the death of the offender through prejudices by the victims. It is by the victim repeats. Other victims traumatized. The meaning of traumatized is it means extreme and pleasant and causing you to feel upset. In the second Samuel chapter 13 verse 20, nani Tama been raped by Brown. So, sister Tama
Clap for them. They really did a good job, Cindy.
Yes.
They were clear, and when you come here in front, you just do like them. Whatever you remember is what you do. What you talk about, is it? Then I want to add on something. Let me tell you today. I don't know. Men are highly raped. Young boys. Oh my God. In Kiswahili we call it lawiti, Cindy. In English, I don't know what you call it. But let me tell you, don't think you're strong. You are not. Oh my God, I do not even want to imagine it. The cases are really high. And when a boy is raped by a relative. And then you keep quiet and you start hiding it. Why do you think most of the boys are into alcohol? Because they were already done what? They were already sodomized. And then they did not tell anyone. When you go somewhere in the evening, boys are allowed. It's not like girls. We try to cover on girls. We say you don't get out at night. But the boys are sleeping outside in their own house, right? So you can go out with your friends at night. And then you find other men, which you don't know. Maybe you drink or you don't drink. And they rape you and you don't talk about it. It is affecting young boys. It is affecting boys like you. And it is of the highest rate. And that is what actually he was telling. He was emphasizing on the girls and telling them to tell someone. But the boys must. You must go to the hospital. If you're scared to go to the police first, go to the hospital first, right? Then the hospital is going to call the what? The police. If you were living in Nairobi, I could easily could tell you to go to Nairobi Women's. But even here, you can go to a hospital, yes, and you tell the doctor or the nurse who's there so that they can call the what? The police. If you're raped here in school, you should tell a teacher, even if it's a female teacher. Are you understanding? I think most of the boys should be. It is highly now happening to boys. And boys don't talk about it. They just keep quiet. And then because of that trauma, it affects their what? Their education, right? And you end up not telling anyone, and then you become addicted to something to be able to cover what happened to you. So please, even if you are at home, it happens to you. Always take a phone call. Know even your pastor, right? But your pastor should not be able to. The people who cannot never cover it up are the priests. I don't know about your local pastor, but the priest will not cover it. it has gone to us because the whites who are priests, you remember? The whites who are priests were raping the what? The mass servers. Long time ago. There was a case even on TV. I don't want to lie, I'm in that religion, right? But what we should do is you should prevent yourself from getting raped. If you're moving at night, make sure you know where you're going. If you have friends, you can be raped during the what? During the day. You see those men who are bigger than you, yes? If they come 10 of them, what are you going to do? You think you're strong, you'll be shocked. It is, especially in towns. So thank you for talking about it, and take care of yourselves. And always be ready to tell your parent, right? And if you think your parent is not going to take an action, go tell someone who, automatically you have someone you can trust, you can tell them so they can immediately take what? Action. Because you can easily contact a what? A disease like K.C.S.E in the effects, like HIV what? AIDS. So thank you, sit down. So